Good evening, cowards. Rick Hubbard, 97 Spruce Lane. Nice to see a bunch of fat, ugly women. In this. What?
Excuse you.
What?
Can we stick to the agenda?
No.
I'm speaking.
No.
They're fat, ugly women is what they are.
We're not having that.
Let's talk about it.
We're not having that.
You don't have to buy.
That ain't free speech.
It's called free speech. Buy.
That's not free speech. That's insulting.
Buy. That's good. Shut up.
Okay, everybody, stop. Let Mr. Hubbard speak, please. Enough. Go ahead, Rick.
And we wonder why children are retarded stupid today. We wonder why. We wonder why when we have these pathetic people here called teachers rape the children's mind. And if you people are too stupid to know what rape is, it's called control. Good evening, cowards. Rick Hubbard, 97 Spruce Lane. Nice to see a bunch of fat, ugly women. In this. What?
Excuse you.
What?
Can we stick to the agenda?
No.
I'm speaking.
No.
They're fat, ugly women is what they are.
We're not having that.
Let's talk about it.
We're not having that.
You don't have to buy.
That ain't free speech.
It's called free speech. Buy.
That's not free speech. That's insulting.
Buy. That's good. Shut up.
No.
Okay, everybody, stop. Let Mr. Hubbard speak, please. Enough. Go ahead, Rick.
And we wonder why children are retarded stupid today.
Yes, just like you, sir. Yes, we're all
Are you enjoying this country now?
No, because he's turning it the wrong way. Not for freedom of speech.
Let them have they say it's okay. Give me a fucking gun, I'll shoot you, son of a bitch. No, it's okay. It ain't okay. Anybody can hold a sign up against our president is what upsets me.
Get ready for it.
And I'm not afraid of any one of them. If I had a gun here now, I'd wipe them all out.
We're all vets, just like you, sir. Yes, we're all
Are you
vets.
enjoying this country now?
No, because he's turning it the wrong way. Not for freedom of speech.
Let them have they say it's okay.
Give me a fucking gun, I'll shoot you, son of a bitch.
No, it's okay.
It ain't okay. Anybody can hold a sign up against our president is what upsets me.
Get ready for it.
And I'm not afraid of any one of them. If I had a gun here now, I'd wipe them all out.
Well, if it isn't another black Israelite shit, we was kings. Well, this one goes by the name of Uzi. This is the book on the generations of Adam. Genesis 5:1. It does not say this is the book of the generations of Tyrone, Jamal, or Shaniqua, brother. It is the book of the generations of Adam because God needed a man to till the ground. He needed a farmer. Are you a farmer? No, you're not. The white man is the farmer. Now sit your ass down, Uzi. Well, if it isn't another black Israelite shit, we was kings. Well, this one goes by the name of Uzi. This is the book on the generations of Adam. Genesis 5:1. It does not say this is the book of the generations of Tyrone, Jamal, or Shaniqua, brother. It is the book of the generations of Adam because God needed a man to till the ground. He needed a farmer. Are you a farmer? No, you're not. The white man is the farmer. Now sit your ass down, Uzi.
Be very mindful of the fabric that touches the skin. So there are 3 chemical fabrics that are made out of plastic, and that's polyester and acrylic and nylon. Now men, it's not usually a problem. They have cotton underwear, cotton undershirts, cotton jeans, cotton shirt. It's the ladies who like the pretty things. Now one of the most sprayed crops in Australia is cotton. But if you wash them and hang them on the clothesline, it detoxifies it because the sun purifies. And also hemp is another natural fabric. Wool is very soft. Wool breathes. That's one of the beauties of it. So again, natural fibres. Many people are taking chemicals into their body because of what's touching their skin. You get a hot sunny day and you start to perspire a little bit, then the pores open and the fabric warms up and you start to absorb the chemicals out of that fabric. And it is one of the contributing factors to breast cancer that we're seeing today is the bra. because so often it's made out of chemical fabric.
All praise to the Most High, Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders. Great millstone for teaching his truth is going all around the earth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Atazawan Bayath, and back at it. Another quick lesson, and Esau's hurt. Okay, Esau is hurt. All right, to the core. All right, he sees he has no future other than slavery, but still wanting to play the tough guy, right? And we know that these people are nothing but devils, all right? So we saw a couple of clips there, and it's rather humorous, but at the same time, you see how Esau can be, and how Esau is even, turning against his own people. As a older man looks like maybe a chamber of commerce meeting of some type, where he went there to voice his grievances against his own people, right? Because the way it looks, okay, Jake don't stay in that community where he is, but nonetheless, all right, he let them know what was on his mind. And in the past, there have been incidences like that where people start fighting and other things happen. Okay, but so we see some different examples of how Esau is the devil and how he's falling to pieces now. Okay, he can't keep it together. All right, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this place is done and it's finished, because it's Egyptian against Egyptian. Okay, and there are even those whom you would consider, or just by looking at them, you might think that they're Edomite, but you know how that goes, right? They could potentially be all Edomites, all right? But you don't know. But just by perceiving it, looking at it for face value, it looks like, hey, they telling on themselves as well, okay? You saw the lady at the end talking about the mixed fabrics, okay? And who makes mixed fabrics, right? Who owns these different clothing lines, okay? Some of them have Jake propped up, okay? But Jake is just the face, okay? Because what do they want to do? They just want to get the money out of the Jake communities, okay? For their, if you want to name a few of them, Hilfiger, Gucci, Prada, all these different types of businesses or clothing lines, if you will, okay? And they know what they're doing, all right? So anyway, let's just get to the scriptures and we'll be done, all right? This fool is finished, okay? This is Job 30, and we start right here at verse 1. It reads, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock." And that's how low Esau Edom is, all right? Not even good enough to sit with the dogs, because you know what they'll do to your pets, okay? Verse 2, "Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, and whom old age was perished? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, broke down, all right? Who cut up marrows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven from among men, they cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks," right? So here you have, in case someone is listening once again, who's relatively new, a new brother and sister, here is your caveman, okay? All right, verse 6, "To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together," right? They grunted and made motions with their hands, and they walked dragging their knuckles, okay? Verse 8, They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, and they still are. You know, no matter how you dress up a monkey, all right, it's still a monkey. All right? So this is Obadiah because they got a hell of a payment that's coming to them from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Esau, Edom is finished and going into slavery. Okay? Obadiah 1:1, and it reads the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Okay? And so these people are on their way to being despised by all nations. Okay? That's why all these other nations from the east and from the far east want to destroy this place, Babylon the Great. All right? Verse 3, the pride. And you saw that older man who was in his uniform, okay, and the pride that he has, okay? And you find that in all of them, all right? All it takes is just a little flicker, just a little flame for him to display it, okay? Just something happens that sets them off, you'll see the pride in them come out, all right? The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, right? That's the pride, especially here, all right, in Babylon the Great, okay? The pride of the Edomite is off the charts, okay? And we'll just go down to verse 4. You can read Obadiah in your own time. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, right? And what is Babylon the Great's mascot, or if you will, a sign, insignia? It's the eagle. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, whence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So they're in the process of decline, but yet holding up that pride, okay? Because they were given the world for a period of time, all right? It was in their hands. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he, right? Who is the one that's controlling everything? Your banking, your finances, okay? Real estate markets, car sale markets, right? Controlling the school system, controlling the universities, controlling your jobs, controlling the food. Who's the one that's doing that? Controlling what you wear, okay? Controlling whether or not you can even actually leave the imaginary borders of this place, right? You have to have what's known as a passport, okay? Controlling the world. And we'll get these real quick and end it. 2nd Ezra 11, and let me see here. Let's jump down. Okay. Yeah, let's just jump down to the point. Verse 37. This is going into all the different Caesars and the tri-head Salakia. I forget the proper name of it. It slips my mind right now. But let's just get to the point of verse 37, all right? In this vision, okay, of Esdras, understanding that lion and who the eagle is, all right? Verse 37, and I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood, and I saw that he set out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them. You see? So Esau would be in power at the very end, right? The last of the beast. Okay? And we'll go on and finish it out. It reads, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole Salakia, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. All right? Wicked oppression. And the Israelites are under that wicked oppression. All right? Though we scattered all over the place, mainly here in Babylon the Great. All right? With all the wicked laws set up by them. Okay? And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. All right, so in their whole period of rulership, they are nothing more than liars and deceivers. Okay? It's 2nd Ezra chapter 6. We'll jump in right there, verse 7. And it reads, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So we're at the end of Esau's world, and Esau is displaying lunacy, okay? And I believe, just me speaking as a man, this is why the Lord has, one of the reasons, not the reason, but could be one of the reasons why the Lord has allowed all of these different technologies to come about with everybody having a camera phone and filming everything, so that in the last days we could see, okay, the wickedness of this man. All right, so that there is no doubt, all right, that he's the devil. Okay, this is Hebrews 12 and 14. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of Yahweh, lest any root of bitterness spring up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. Right? So Paul is giving a warning, okay, not to be, unruly, if you will. All right? Don't be like somebody else. Okay? And who's that somebody else? Verse 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, right? You don't want to be in a category like Esau. You don't want to conduct yourself as a liar, as a thief, as a murderer, all right? You don't want to conduct yourself like that, such as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, for ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Yeah, he cried like a bitch, all right? And that's what Esau is, okay? And that's just straight to the point. Now he's crying about his world, all right? This is Revelation 13 and 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, so the rebel rouser, all right, who talked about Jamal and Jerome, and this guy has popped up out of nowhere over the last couple of weeks and has put out a whole bunch of nonsense, all right, bragging about his land and what he does and America this and America that. Well, you know what? This ain't your land. And everything that you've done is going to come back on you, all right? Everything that you, as your forefathers, have done, is going to come back on you. You're going into slavery, all right? We'll read it once again. Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? Not might, not maybe. Shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Right? That's what we waiting on. We waiting on our Lord and our Savior. Right? And we'll go into the battle, as it were. All right? And we saw also that last clip with that lady talking about the chemicals that are in fabrics. We'll close out with this one, all right? Just to show you that this man is the devil. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? The way Esau moves about in the earth, especially in this age, right, where knowledge is increased, the different inventions that the Lord allowed him to bring forth, right? We saw Elon Musk this week, you know, with his brain chip, okay, moving. All these prophecies are coming to pass, right? This man has got plenty of power to do whatever he wants, to go throughout the earth, harming people in every way imaginable, not just through tanks, the sword, planes, bombs, but something as simple as garments, you know, clothing. This man can hurt you with it, all right? Signs and lying wonders, okay? Spreading their wickedness through what they call diplomacy, democracy, right? Sanctions, and the like. All right? Verse 10, and with all deceivableness, right? Because that's what they do. They work with deception. They're deceitful. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. Now, that's going on into, you know, of course, our people, okay? But you can use this for the wicked, okay? Because if they had their way, none of us would be, if they had their way, none of us would be saved. We would forever be their slaves for eternity, okay? And we would never get out of the condition that we're in, all right, if the Lord doesn't save us. But if Esau had his way, things would go on as they are forever, with them in rulership and us in perpetual servitude, all right? So anyway, that's all I got on that. You know, I just thought it was kind of humorous, you know, with those few clips, and said, hey, it's a reason to do a lesson, okay? All right, so we'll end it right there, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakak Wadash. And we'll see you again real soon with another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.